Well, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to get your Scooby snacks real quick because it looks like we got another mystery on our hands. And seriously, at this point in time, it seems like that, not even seems like, we know more about them UFOs, we know more about them alien twats, them alien bimbos than this so-called North Sentinel Island that you're looking right now from a plane. Oh, shit. Looks amazing, right? You got two clouds right there floating around, pretty amazing views, but underneath it all, it's pretty horrifying. Put your seatbelts on because we gonna be diving right into it right now. If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe, you do not have to like the video. Recently we had this news that just hit, and after that I want to show you guys like the actual video. All right, roll it.
American tourists' visit to the restricted North Sentinel Island off the east coast of India has led to his arrest. The 24-year-old man left a coconut and a can of Diet Coke for the indigenous tribe.
Bro really thought that if I leave them a coconut and Diet Coke, all of a sudden I'll get a citizenship of the North Sentinel Island, bruh, like.
Despite it being forbidden. An American missionary was killed in 2018 when he visited the island to try to convert the locals to Christianity.
So that happened, okay? Now check this out, and right after that, we got a bigger video as well. Roll it.
There's an island called North Sentinel Island, and it's in the middle of the Indian Ocean. There's only like 39 people on it. It's where there was a missionary a couple years back. He went to deliver Bibles to them, and they murdered them.
Oh, God.
But that's them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There's not enough of them.
Right.
There's only 39 of them. I'm like, to get a society like we need, like we have, you need fucking millions of people. And there's only like 4 or 5 people that figure out everything. Yeah. We buy all their shit.
And those are the guys that are going to live if another
apocalypse happens.
Yeah, something crazy happens.
Yeah, we're not going to make it.
No,
Yo, to them, we're like the real aliens, bro. That is crazy. As soon as they see us, they're like, no, attack, attack. They start shooting their little arrows, their bows at us, which is just crazy.
They're not going to miss a beat.
No, yeah.
They're out there with bows and arrows, hunting and fishing and living off the land, and they've been doing that for thousands of years. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, I feel like such a bitch when I think of those guys.
If they're there for thousands of years, wouldn't they be more than just 39? Right? But check this one out. Roll it.
How much do we know about our planet? People are constantly studying it. They climb mountains, descend to the ocean floor, and wander through dense forests. It seems that by the 21st century, there should be no mysteries left on Earth. But it's not so.
But guess what? It looks like we got another mystery on our hands, as the team over at Scooby-Doo once said.
Enough to visit the Bay of Bengal to find one of the most mysterious places on the planet. I suggest North Sentinel Island. It won't be an easy journey. In this video, you'll learn what's hidden on a closed island in the Indian Ocean. I'm going to show you how dangerous other people's secrets can be and what sacrifices curiosity leads to. You may even get to know one of the most mysterious tribes on the planet, and it's better to do so virtually. Why? You'll see for yourself. First, a few facts. You've probably already heard of North Sentinel Island. This is just one of the many islands in the Indian Ocean. Not very large, about 60 square kilometers or 23 square miles. However, this particular island is completely closed to the public. Neither tourists nor residents of the nearby islands can approach it. Even scientists aren't allowed here. But why is this particular place so infamous? I'll tell you right now, it's not because of poisonous spiders or snakes, and certainly not an ancient curse. It's just that this island is home to the most unusual people on Earth. On a small square of land, there lives anywhere from 15 to 400 people, and this spread.
Yeah, it's being rumored that 39 people live there, but how do we even know about it, right? Like, how do we, like, did we go there and we search the place when they don't even allow us? Yeah, right. I guess it's the estimate that we think it's 39 people, and I guess like everybody's estimate is gonna be different. And this homie says that 15 to 400. I mean, I suspect it gotta be closer to 400 or even more. It's a big island, and they have been there for thousands and thousands of years. They just don't want any of us there, and this is why we have we as in like society, we have left them in their place. I just wonder like what they think of when they see UFOs or choppers in the sky. I just wonder like what they, and what if they see like a real UFO? What are they gonna think about it?
isn't accidental. Today, there are simply no guests on North Sentinel. There's no one to count the people, to create any records. Most likely, the local population can't read or write. I say most likely.
Nah, doubt. They probably would have their own language. Let's be real. And it looks like that hospitality's probably not one of their language. Yeah.
Because there's no confirmation of these facts. Scientists can only speculate and observe from afar. Of course, in such a situation, you can call on modern technology for help, for example, satellite images. But even here we fail. The island is covered in dense forests, everything but the shore. It's simply impossible to see anything through the vegetation. Theoretically, anything could be hidden there.
Yo, what if they are actually like petting down some alien baddies right down there and we just don't even see it? What the hell? We need the answers. We demand answer. What the hell is going on down there, bro?
Living dinosaurs, traces of an alien civilization.
There we go, man. We talking UFOs and aliens. I wanted this video to not be about that topic, and cat damn it, man, it's again we gotta talk about the of course I've been joking around about saying that alien baddies this or that, but brother literally just pulled up that UFO clip, but not real though. Like, what do they think? Have they seen a UFO? And if they ever have seen a UFO in the skies, what do they think about it? Interesting question, right? And do they believe in God? Do they not believe in God? What do they think of when they see us, the humans? In fact, like, they are also humans, but it's just that they're so isolated that, yeah, like if you were to show them a cell phone, maybe even like an LED TV, I'm assuming like they would think that you're doing black magic.
Underground city of Atlantis. Why not? Little is known about the people who live on this island. They're called the Sentinelese. They're one of the Andaman indigenous peoples that live on their own. According to scientists, for about 60,000 years, the Sentinel people have lived in almost complete self-isolation. That is, since primitive times. All of this time, they've developed independently without seeing the rest of the world. Yes, these are people who have no idea what Bitcoin, global warming, and Netflix are. Why, they don't even know what a horse is. Some researchers have still managed to get a look at the natives. The local residents are described as relatively short people, about 165 centimeters or 5.5 feet.
Well, if you're taller than 5.5, well, looks like that you're beating the average height.
This may be due to island dwarfism. Scientists also noted dark, shiny skin, even teeth, and strong muscles. Sentinel people are hunter-gatherers, despite the past millennia.
Nowadays, people do those TikTok booty dances like that, and they are like trying to survive that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a culture, brother, looking at it, and yeah, damn, homie. But I suspect like they gotta have stronger muscles to get by, man, for sure.
They haven't changed their habits. The tribe probably uses bows, arrows, and spears to hunt land animals. They collect seafood by hand, such as crabs and shellfish. It's believed that the natives eat them in large quantities. Their settlements are full of empty shells.
It's like saying a monkey doesn't eat banana. Of course, a monkey see a banana and he eats it. He eats it. So, of course, they're gonna get the seafood because they're surrounded by the ocean. They are surrounded by the ocean, bruh. Like, come on, man.
Some of their practices haven't developed at all since primitive times. It's believed that Sentinel people don't engage in agriculture, though they can build canoes. But the most interesting thing is that it's not clear whether the natives know how to make fire, although they do use it. Even in the year 2020. Just imagine that. The Sentinel people live in small, temporary huts, appreciate metal, dance, and speak an unknown language. That's about it. A unique island of a unique civilization. Scientists would be willing to do anything to learn about the local tribe, but it's forbidden. Not by the islanders themselves, of course. Officially, North Sentinel
Yeah.
Island is administered by India, although there's no agreement between the natives and the government. However, the Indian authorities
They probably don't even know like the entire world exists. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, what do they think of when they see like a normal day folks, right? Like normal society, you know, normal society folks. And yeah, I mean, they start attacking it. But I believe there was one case where they did not attack. There was only one case where I believe there was a woman that went there to meet them, and they, I guess, welcomed her with open arms. I could be wrong, but there was only one aspect, or not one aspect, but one video that I saw where it was described that, yeah, they were chill, but every other time they shoot arrows, they kill people whenever they see normal day people. So yeah, it is, and that's why it's forbidden, right? Like, you're not allowed to go there.
make sure that the Sentinels are not disturbed. The main reason is the isolation of the tribe. Having lived for thousands of years without contact with the outside world, the tribe hasn't been able to develop immunity to common diseases. Even a short interaction with a person from the outside could end very sadly. Within a
It's like one of those things, right? We always, or I mean, scientists always say this, okay, whenever aliens drop on, yeah, we gotta make sure that, I mean, forget about them aliens, right? Like, even when astronauts go to the space, they gotta, like, isolate themselves for a little bit, right? So they don't because they don't want like unknown viruses or anything like that. And that's what we assume, like, if ever like an alien race come down, there's gotta be like some isolation. We need to figure it out so there's no like unknown diseases, unknown viruses that we get shocked by or surprised by.
primitive community, the disease would spread very quickly. The Sentinels risk simply being killed. And these aren't empty threats. In the 19th century, British officer Maurice Vidal Portman studied the inhabitants of the island. These studies cannot be called humane. At one point, Portman kidnapped 6 Sentinels. He then took them to the nearest major city. All the natives soon fell ill, and 2 adults died.
Okay, so this is probably why they're not so friendly. Because, you know, they probably gossiped after that. Yeah, like some folks came in and they took 6 off over people. We gotta fight back, and the second we see these suckers again, we gonna shoot. So I guess there you go. That's your answer. This is probably why they mad. Yeah, they mad, of course. Like, you stole 6 people of them, or you actually kidnapped. Yeah, you kidnapped 6 people. 6 of their people, bruh.
Portman returned 4 sick children to the island and left them on the beach. Fortunately, despite such experiments, the tribe survived. The island is protected so that diseases from the mainland don't reach it. Indian border patrol boats periodically patrol the coastal waters. You can only come within 9+ kilometers, or about 5 nautical miles. Anything closer is a restricted area. North Sentinel Island is protected as a rare treasure, and this is partly true. There are very few non-contact peoples like the Sentinels left. However, the islanders can also stand up for themselves. Moreover, they do it regularly. They deliberately refuse to contact the outside world, and they react very aggressively to foreigners. When I say aggressive, I mean that the Sentinels are ready to kill any outsider, even if they aren't threatened. Of course,
I wonder if they are... Yeah, this is the one I was talking about earlier, right? Yeah, so they were chill about it. Like, yeah, hand me some coconut. Okay, makes sense why recently a guy like dropped in with a coconut and a diet Coke. Yo, why Diet Coke?
Bruh.
have also been peaceful contacts. The first one took place in 1991, but in 1997, visits to the island stopped. Now, they try not to contact the Sentinels at all. In 2004, after an earthquake in the Indian Ocean, the government of India sent a helicopter to the island. The disaster, which claimed the lives of more than 200,000 people, should have destroyed the Sentinels. But the natives survived the disaster. How did they manage? It's unknown. The elements damaged the coral reef where they foraged for food, though the islanders adapted. But they weren't too happy about the helicopter. They began throwing stones and spears at it and shot at it with arrows. In general, they made it clear they were okay. By the way, scientists believe that the hostility of Sentinels is a sign of the physical and cultural stability of the community, not just a desire to shoot down a huge iron bird. Despite official bans and life-threatening risks, people are still drawn to North Sentinel Island. On January 27, 2006, Indian...
Yeah, because like the more you tell people, hey, you cannot be there, guess what? Like, yeah, right, like you want to be there, you know. It's like you tell a kid to not do something, you best believe it, he or she is probably gonna do it.
Fishermen were illegally fishing for crabs near the Forbidden Island. They didn't respond to the warning signals of other vessels as their boat drifted into shallow water. Alas, these fishermen never returned home. The ship was attacked by Sentinel soldiers, killing the intruders. 3 days later, an Indian Coast Guard helicopter flew to the island to collect the fishermen's bodies. The Sentinels met them with spears and arrows. The resistance was so strong that the bodies had to be left on the island. They say the natives buried the fishermen. Almost everything that reaches North Sentinel...
Nah, man. Nah, I don't think so, bro. Like, they probably got their protein through him, man. Like, let's be real, bro. There's no way, man. Or maybe they're not carnivores. I hope so, but... Or yeah, maybe they saw the boat and they were like, yo, they're here to kidnap us again, so we better fight back. They probably scarred. You guys probably scarred them for life when you kidnapped 6 of their people earlier. Yeah, so of course, like, duh, when they see a boat, they're probably not gonna be so happy by it because they're looking at it as if, you know, you're there to kidnap them again.
Sentinel Island disappears without a trace. In the year 2018, the fate of the unfortunate crab catchers was repeated by missionary John Allen Chow. To get to the island, he paid 2 fishermen about $30,000. Chow tried to make contact with the natives several times, but it all ended as expected. The Sentinels killed him with bows and arrows. The fishermen who brought him to the island were later arrested. Chow's body remained on North Sentinel and may have been buried. Today, North Sentinel Island remains one of the most poorly studied places on Earth. We can only guess what's hidden in the depths of its forests. And
the US government probably knows about it. Let's be real. They probably know what happened. They're probably like keeping their tabs open on them. But yes, there are a lot of like vegetation, a lot of trees, so it kind of gets, yeah, right, like satellite cannot view or see everything down there. But nah, man, like I refuse to believe that we don't know about it. It's not like the deepest place in the ocean we're talking about. We're talking about an island, and this island is pretty notorious as well. And yeah, so I refuse to believe that we don't know what's there. But did you see this video though? If not, click on this video on the screen, because recently they started officially talking about that there are 4 different alien species that are living among us. Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Click on this video on the screen and I'll see you right there.